Hello guys, how are you doing? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is you are watching me from. I really appreciate that you clicked on my video today. Thank you so much. Today, I want to clarify some issues for us that pertain to Nigerian law. I've told you guys that we're going to be doing a lot of law talk this time around because I realize that there are a lot of issues that Nigerians are going through that we do not need to go through. It's just basically because we don't know how to navigate the legal landscape. You don't know the position of the law pertaining so many issues, and then we go and be entering into trouble. So one of my newest aims for this year is that I will be clarifying some gray areas in law for you. So if that's something you are interested in, why not click on the button there, because everybody in Nigeria needs a lawyer. So I think we need to be plenty. Share this video for as many people as you can. Okay, one of the biggest issues that I find challenging for me really in court is that the highest number of matters in every court is matters that pertain to land and landed property. That's a very big deal because a lot of people do not know how to navigate buying land. We know that land is touted as an asset, but then there's a context within which land can become not just a liability but can become wahala, can become gbese, until you navigate rightly. And the aim of this video today is to let you know, to show you how you can go through buying land, since naira has become what it is now. Naira is not a currency that you can store, you can keep in assets. So therefore, people want to buy land, people want to buy Bitcoin, people want to buy dollars or whatever it is. Okay, I want to show you how you can navigate through the process of buying land so that it becomes an asset to you and not a liability, not a court case. Okay, so please remember that. Please, I want to know where you're watching me from. I also want you to click on the button that says subscribe, like there, because that will help the algorithm to share the video to many people. Okay, now it is true that land is a static asset. It does not increase. It can only change hands from time to time. So the land that our great grandparents were here fighting over is the same way here people are fighting over this same land. And the next 50 years, if care is not taken, we're still going to be here fighting over land. Okay, back in the 70s, the government decided that they needed to prevent land racketeering, and one of the things that they did was they promulgated the Land Use Act. And what the Land Use Act did is that it's vested the title to all lands in every state to the governor of the state of the federation, and therefore the highest you as an individual can acquire is a certificate of occupancy that is granted to you by the governor, typically for a term of 99 years. Okay, and when that happens, once it expires, you're supposed to go and renew it again. You're supposed to go and continually renew it. So when people are telling you that they want to sell land to you, what they are saying is that they are assigning onto you the remainder of the 99 years that has been granted to them by the governor of the state. That is the highest title that you can hold in land. Okay, but you know, when a lot of Nigerians are talking and you see them talking about saying, I me own this land, I own this land. You cannot absolutely own land in Nigeria. Nobody absolutely owns any land. Okay, since the governor of a state is not like it's a position that somebody holds for life, so even the governor himself can only issue that certificate of occupancy or whatever it is that is the title issued by the land registry, but he cannot say that he owns the land. The fact that the governor of my state is the one that he's holding the land in trust for the citizens of the state. Okay, so when somebody tells you he wants to sell land to you, the first thing you need to do, my dear subscribers, my dear viewers, is to tell the person to show you whatever is the claim that he has to the land. If it is a written document that he sold, he bought from somebody else, then what you need to do is to collect the paper. Then you call barrister ABC, barrister whoever it is that is your lawyer, and tell the person, so I want to buy this piece of land. The lawyer will collect it from you. The first thing that they need to do is to go and conduct searches. They will go to the land registry of wherever the land is located and check the title to that land. If it is not registered, there is a way we can check a defective root of title. Okay, because sometimes people can be unscrupulous. You will know a lawyer that has the sound eyes can be, from just tracing the root of title in the registry, a lawyer will be able to know whether that title belongs to the person selling it to you, whether he actually has rights to sell the land or not. Sometimes people can, with with the very best of intentions, he believes honestly that that land is his own, but it is not his own. Because like I just finished telling you guys in a few minutes ago, that there is no absolute ownership of land. Sometimes he can hold title in law, sometimes it's in equity. Okay, he can have a title in equity, and these are legal terminologies that is your lawyer that will explain to you or know how to prevent you from collecting land from somebody who only has an equitable title to it. It means that the day somebody with the legal title comes, then you see his own title is not going to be, his claim is not going to be strong. And once you go and buy land from somebody who only has an equitable claim to the land, it means that the only thing he passed to you is his equitable claim. He does not pass on the complete title of that land to you. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to go and check from in the lands registry. It's your lawyer that will do that for you. Maybe you can be following him and escorting him, but really you need a lawyer with a sound eye to be able to do this for you. After that has been done, then there are other ways that you'll be able to see and say, this land, it be like say you will get problem. Sometimes it could be that the land is family land. If it is family land, does this person who is selling have the right to sell family land, or it is community land, or it is land given to him by his mother? My mother owned the land and my mother has passed on, so therefore the land has fallen to me. It doesn't automatically fall onto you. The fact that somebody even wrote it in a will for you, a will is not a good root of title. Okay, so your lawyer will be able to look at these things and know whether he will advise you to part with money on account of that land or not. Then there's also a way land can become a liability, because when you buy that land, you are buying a potential lawsuit. People can be unscrupulous. Somebody can have a piece of land and maybe, yes, title to the land is in his name, but he will go and sell it to Mr. A, sell it to Mr. B, sell it to Mr. C. And then three of you will be dragging the same piece of land, and then you find yourselves in court. When you are in that kind of position, what do you do? One of the first things you need to do as soon as you finish parting with money is that you should go to the land registry and begin the process of registering that land in your name. Depending on whether it's in an urban area or in a rural area, they could give you a certificate of occupancy or a right of occupancy. Again, lands registry, you need a lawyer that is going to be to do all these things for you. So don't see that lawyer fees that they're asking you to pay as wahala. See it as you paying for peace of mind. When you pay a lawyer, you're paying for peace of mind. You are not paying just because you want to enrich the lawyer. That is not it. Okay? Because see, in law, whoever is the person who owns land, who can beat his chest and say the title to this land rests to me, is the one that is registered in the land registry. And so you see a lot of people who come to court, they are dragging a piece of land, they are having all sorts of conflicts over land, and you see the only thing that they have is a land agreement written in Hausa, sometimes written in Hausa, sometimes there is not even legible. How? And there's plenty of money that moved, but you did not think that it would be nice for you to write it down, to draw up a standard deed of assignment. As in how really? Because most people don't know that it is very, very important for you to have a lawyer that is going to protect you from future lawsuits. So if you were wise enough, among the three of you that were buying that land, you were wise enough to run to go to the registry and go and register your land, you see the government will give you priority over the people whose land are not registered. In law, they say when two conflicting equities are equal, the first in time prevails. But the exception to that general rule is land and landed property. So at that point in time, even if the unscrupulous seller was selling the land to Buhari and Tinubu and Peter Obi, and then Peter Obi was smart enough to run to go to the registry and go and register his land, the title to that land, even if he was the third person to buy that land, he's going to get priority. And so that's how a smart lawyer has been able to prevent him from buying lawsuits. So he's going to have priority in the eye of the law. Okay, so land, when you purchase land, when you invest in land and landed property, make sure, I think that is the whole essence of this video, make sure that you go to the lands registry and register your title so that the government will know that you are the owner of that land. If you are outside of Nigeria and you are sending money to your relatives to buy land for you, please make sure that you are sure that they have registered this thing for you in the lands registry, so that in the next 5 years, somebody will not come and start dragging land with you. So that, let it not be like when you started fencing your property, you want to start building, then they come and start telling you that this land will not be your own. You see some other people coming to say, this land is our own. I hope I have made some sense to you. And if you're listening to me up to this point, then I am very confident that it's because you were either enjoying the sound of my voice, or I was making sense, or that you like me. And I hope that it's a combination of all three. Please drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming from, where you're watching me from. And if you need any other legal advice, I'm going to leave a link in the description box. You can contact me directly. I'll see you all in my next video. And remember to subscribe if you haven't. That would really, really help the channel to grow. And I'll see you all in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.